going to start my speech in 3, 2, 1. This house will impoverish corruptor. I'm Diana Pramita from Closing Government. Before I'm going to my argument, I want to tell you about what the opposition said before. Opposition said before how about their family. Opposition side thinking about their family and their children, and opposition side give some finish of this problem is rehabilitation for corruptor. Opposition side always said rehabilitation is can finish this problem. Okay, let me tell you about rehabilitation from my side. The problem of criminal acts of corruption is actually not only related to effort to eradicate and overcome them, but also relates to other efforts such as rehabilitation and demands for compensations if the suspect or defendant is proven not guilty or committing a criminal act of corruption. One more time, I said rehabilitation. Ladies and gentlemen, rehabilitation is just for compensation if the suspect or defendant is proven not guilty of committing a criminal act of corruption. That's first for me. And I think rehabilitation is not enough for the justification for the corruptor. And why I think like this? First, rehabilitation will never fix the corruptor. They will take some home, some free food, and etc. But how about national laws? Let me thinking about national laws. What the deterrent effect for the corruptor? Who will pay back the national laws? First of all, and next about opposition side said about the family. How about the family or children future and etc. The corruptor must thinking about this before they doing the crime. At the point in which a corruptor has decided to commit this exact crime, they are going to bring to their family, going to sacrifice their family. And I have about this, I have some opinion. Corruptor is most scared of being poor than confinement in prison. One more time, I said, their judges, corruptor is more scared of being poor than confinement in prison. So I have article in Indonesian, Article 2 of the Corruption Eradication Law or UU Tipikor in Indonesian, paragraph 1. Any person who unlawfully commits an act of enriching himself on another person or a corporation that can harm state finance or the state economy shall be punished with the imprisonment for life or imprisonment or for a minimum 4 years and maximum 20 years and minimum fine of 200 million rupiah and maximum 1 billion rupiah. It's the line for finish this problem that can bringing good impact for this nation. One more time, I said this has to be more payback. The corruptor must be paying back all money. This has to be embarrassment day, and reparation is still needed for this. And next, about criminal acts. Criminal acts of corruptor must be sharpened and hardened, so as to be able to make people avoid this action and even provide a deterrent effect to the preparation. And for this, I have some asset. I have data what the asset that will be payback for the corruptor in Indonesia. Confiscation on an object can be carried out if the object meets the provisions and stipulated in Article 39 in the Criminal Code or KUHP in Indonesian, namely first, wholly or partly suspected to have been obtained from a criminal act or as a result of criminal act, which has been used directly to commit a crime or to prepare it, and which is used to hinder the investigation and criminal acts, and next, which is especially made or intended to commit a criminal act, and lastly, which has a direct relationship with the crime committed. That's what the asset will be taken back from the corruptor if they doing a crime like corruptor and etc. So in Indonesia, we know that social sanction is the best sanction for what for other crime in Indonesia. Example for corruptor and etc. And the social sanction I give you for all of the world is they cannot be a government after that. The corruptor is cannot being a government and cannot being a government in their country, especially in Indonesia. And I have some good impact for this problem. Good impact from impoverish the corruptor. First, impoverishing corruptors by implementing a reversal of the burden of proof in which the defendant must be able to prove the origin and his wealth can be applied to the fullest. Second, the strengthen the reporting function of the state official wealth report or LHKPN in Indonesian so that it does not tend to be a formality and without sanctions on officials who lie about their wealth. Thirdly, it makes it easier to prove when compared the money laundering law, the gratification article, and even reverse proof in the Corruption Eradication Act. And fourth, attack directly on the motivation to do corruption, accumulation of wealth, and lastly, distributed the confiscated wealth to the state for broader justice, such as for education, health, or other basic service sector. So about this, about all the solution from opposition side, I disagree with all the solution from opposition side that said the rehabilitation is enough for justification for the corruptor. I disagree with this because I wanna tell you about one more time. I wanna tell you about my my argument before. The rehabilitation is just for compensation if the suspect or the defendant is proven not guilty of committing a criminal act for corruption.